Hey guys, what's going on? It's your girl Tubbi of the Nerdy Bird site and antidote.com, bringing you yet another exclusive episode of Kicking The Real. I have a very special guest joining me today.
Mario the Comic, aka the Comedy Goon, and I'm on the antidote.
I'm telling you, y'all, I've been chasing behind him for so long. He's so popular. He's such a celebrity. I couldn't get a hold of him.
Yeah.
So it was really a big deal. We appreciate you coming to sit down and chat with us for a moment. We just want to kind of get in your head. I know everybody knows you for the humor that you possess, but people don't really know how that came to be. What made you put yourself in a position to bring laughter into people's lives?
That's a real easy question to answer. It's some detail that goes with it. So, of course, like it's a passion of mine. So I've been like a funny dude my whole life,
Right.
even in some of the not funny situations. Well, a situation where there's no humor involved. So I would say like a lot of stuff happened in my life to make me want to do comedy. When I guess when the first time I got up on stage and I wasn't trying. I was just trying to do something to make me feel better.
Right.
And then it turned into more, and I started seeing how I can like pretty much rewrite the history of my family and my life with my God-given talent. And so I'm just taking advantage of that situation.
I think that's really cool. And you talked about doing stand-up. At
Yeah.
what point did you find yourself really getting on a stage, delivering and stepping off and going, okay, this is for me. Like, this is naturally for me.
It was 2009 was the first time I stepped on a stage, and there's no comedy clubs in New Orleans,
Right.
so the process and journey for me been kind of like rough. Not of course it's rough because I'm going harder, but when I first started, it wasn't like
Platforms.
yeah,
right?
it was no platform, so I pretty much had to get good with comedy, and I had to get good with socializing enough to a point to where I can get people to come out to my events and support me to where I was able to build a platform. So 2009 was the first time I stepped foot on the stage. I was seeing comics like Rude Jude, God Bless the Dead Blowfish, Shaq Brown, Shotty Feel Good, and this guy named DC. I forgot his name. But yeah, it was a few comics already in New Orleans doing stand-up.
Right.
This is before Instagram.
Right.
So it was like, it wasn't that popular back then.
That is known.
Yeah. So.
I think it's really cool that you've gone hard from then until now.
Yeah.
And in your experiences growing through comedy and establishing yourself as a renowned comedian, you find yourself with the New Orleans King of Comedy Tour. Like, how was that experience?
That was I can't really put that. I can only put that into a few words. It was pretty damn awesome. I ain't gonna lie, it was awesome. Just linking up with other guys, with other talents, and just exploring. But the main thing that impressed me the most was Achilles heel. Some of us artists have, and that's egos.
Right.
And so all our egos put to the side for this one accomplishment, and it went well. Due to COVID, it slowed us down.
Right.
We're starting back up. Hopefully, everybody that was on the tour will be on the tour. I know for sure I will be on it or
Nice.
whatever. Cause I'm just saying, I don't know stuff like I'm good, so I know for sure I'm on the tour. No, I'm saying it because, like, regardless of what stipulations need to be made, I want to be a part of it.
Right.
So I will be a part of the tour. We start back up in April, so I'm looking forward to that.
Locked in. Make sure you
Yeah.
guys tune in, like,
New Orleans Kings
subscribe.
of Comedy Tour, yeah.
We're going to drop some links and stuff for you guys, but New Orleans Kings of Comedy, he is going to be there. He's already said it.
I already said it.
Backing out of
I'm letting y'all know now. Y'all heard it first from here. Y'all heard it first here.
Exclusives.
Right, exclusive right here. I will be back on the New Orleans Kings of Comedy Tour. So.
That's love. Now, you've actually been dabbling in a lot of stuff right now,
Right.
From music to entertainment, even a movie right now.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Hold
Yeah.
on.
Yeah.
Because y'all know I want to get it right. Is it trying to come up?
You got it right. Trying to come up out right now, Amazon Prime. Me, Nut the Kid, Corey with the K, P-Town Mo, Rude Jude, Why Die Luck, a.k.a. Street Talk. It's a real funny movie. It's loaded. It's serious, but it's funny. I do my thing in it, of course. We've been at 4.5 stars since it premiered.
Very
It's
nice.
been out over a month now, and people been paying attention to it, and on top of that, it has helped me promo-wise. People been tapping in with me from the project because I think I've been working so hard on getting that big film debut, and
Right.
it didn't matter. It didn't matter where it came from. I did like I Look Up To, but I had more like a cameo in that. I had a script, but it wasn't as large as Trying to Come Up, and
Right.
it damn show wasn't as large as the Boosie movie I'm in called My Struggle. It's and the situation with him has slowed the process up as far as like the editing process and it getting on the chosen platform. Shout out to Boosie.
All love.
Shout out to Boosie, you know what I'm saying? He looked out for the boy, you feel me? He got me playing a cellmate. It's gonna be a real dope movie because I think he stemmed the movie away from from him being in prison.
Right.
It shows his early life, him growing up as a kid, but I think it's gonna really stand out because of the real situation he was in being in prison up here in Angola. So for people to get to see that and to see the stuff than him really rapping and him being an entertainer and a Southern mogul, they get to really see that side that people don't really know if you're not from the booth.
Right.
You feel me? So I'm looking forward to from that project to come. I'm looking forward to the reaction
From
people.
everybody.
Yeah, it's really good. You know what I'm saying? It was different because he was in the movie and stuff like that, but he didn't do the since it's my movie, I'm gonna be in the whole damn movie. I'm gonna just control it. Nah, he let the professionals and the experts tap in the way they needed to be, the way they're supposed to be, to make the project come out the way he had the vision of it coming out, and it's gonna be that.
I think that's really, really dope.
Yeah.
Now, through that journey of being in film,
Yeah.
what can you say that you've taken away the most in your learning process?
My old self on film.
Gotcha.
I learn from myself. And every time I do a movie, I'm asking questions from the producers, the DPs, the director of photography. I'm talking to these guys. I'm just following the part that's going to keep me safe and insured when I'm doing projects that's not mine. I won't be able. I'm not saying I want to control everything, but I still want to narrate my situation.
Right, absolutely.
So I feel like the more you learn, the more you'll have the room to do that. Because if you're not learning nothing, then you can't really narrate what you're trying to do because you don't know what you're doing.
Right.
So I just learn, man. That's the most important part about what I be doing with those movies. That's what I be more excited about. Whenever I get to do a movie with big production, I'll be looking forward to it because I know a lot is going to come out of it lesson-wise.
Right.
So
I think that's a beautiful thing, and I think it plays a lot into where you are
Right.
as a personality on social media as
Facts.
well. You are really starting to take off where I know you say it all the time, but dog poop, like you are literally everywhere.
everywhere like dog poop.
Now, people may not know that you've actually started dabbling in music too,
Yeah, I love music. I want to be a rapper before I start doing comedy. So
but y'all ain't let him be great, so he had to make y'all laugh instead. Can't you?
I don't know. You know the way these some of these rappers, I probably could have made it rapping. Shoot.
It's not too late.
Nah, I don't make mockery out the the rap artists,
Absolutely.
nothing like that, man. I take it serious like I do comedy. Like I said, I wanted to do. I wanted to be a rap artist before I started doing comedy. I used to work a street team. I used to work as a street team promotion member for a rap group called the Goons.
Oh, nice.
And that's how I got the Comedy Goon name because one of them named me Funny Goon.
Oh, cool.
Archie, Bonka, shot the Bonka, and shot the
Very,
Dinero.
very cool.
That's the homies. I used to watch them actually get it on. Like we went to college together. So like my whole promotion technique and how I promote myself really come from watching Dinero promote the brand and
Right.
then just watching Archie or Bonka, just add the culture. Like Dinero was a culture, of course, but he was more of the muscle
Absolutely.
and the business mind. He understood his demographic and his market. Bonka too, it's no but after that. It's just everybody, both of them had different,
Roles.
roles in the situation, and they showed me a lot. So, time passed and we all went,
Different ways.
different ways. And the last thing I thought and people thought was what this was gonna be happening.
Right.
But it all goes together. So
Oh, so
it's all
everything
good.
happens in perfect timing,
Yes,
whether you
indeed.
realize it or not.
It is. It is.
So music-wise, where can they check out Mario the Comic for your music? And I
Like,
know
funny music.
funny. I was gonna say, I hope
Funny
y'all know it's
songs.
funny music. Now it's not a mockery. It's just stuff that makes you feel good.
Yeah, it is. It's funny music.
Yeah, it's catchy.
It's fun music, man. It's catchy. I got production from some of the some dope producers. John Boy Beats, Vango Beats, KC the producer,
Nice.
the late great Nayo Da Vinci.
Very nice.
He's on it. And I get my stuff mixed and mastered by great engineers and producers. Shout out to Mixed by CL. Shout out to Lyricky the guys. Shout out to Rossi. Shout out to Best High TV. Those guys, they helped me with my project and got my stuff off the ground as far as like production wise. And shout out to Turn Up 504 Records and Young God Daddy, because they gave me the platform and gave me the like Turn Up 504 Records is like one of the, in my opinion, is one of the biggest record stores and labels in New Orleans. It's
Right.
run by Young God Daddy and his crew. Shout out to La Wildlife and Goonie Road. So those guys pretty much gave me a home to hone the rap side of what I'm doing.
Right.
And I was able to like produce my project not just up in there, but they just gave me a door opening to do all that. Even though I was in studios hosting mixtapes, doing intros, it's just when I got to the technical side, the mechanical side of making sure that the ear candy is gonna be there, they helped me with all that. So
I think that's really cool.
it's gonna be dope, man. Y'all got, it's out. All my stuff streaming.
Make sure you check him out. You can Google him. If you're having a hard time finding him on platforms, Google will bring you right to
Titties
him.
out right now. Sorry.
I was coming to it. I was gonna do it. I was, and I was gonna.
just had to do it. I'm sorry.
So y'all know I be trying to be correct about stuff. So I was gonna be like, he got this song called Boobies, but it's not called Boobies. It's called and he was-
Titties.
yeah, he was gonna do
I
that.
had to use the T word. I didn't want to use boobies. I sound like a 18-year-old. Boobies. No, titties. Tickle bitties. It's called titties. It's funny. It's funny.
What
So
inspired? Okay, first of all, I want to know what inspired the name and where did the whole concept. I know you do a lot of stuff freestyle and it's just your natural mood with a lot of stuff. But how did Titties? First of all, the title, and second of all, content-wise, how did it come about?
shout out to my dog Young God Daddy, Turn Up 504 Records. Young God Daddy, he's a great artist, but he is very funny all the time. Y'all gotta follow his smoke. He's funny, but he came up with the idea, and we just pretty much I use my funny side to bring the inspiration and make it fun. So we were just like, man, instead of making a song about ass, that's so predictable.
All over the place.
Like ass this, ass that, big ass. I love small asses. I'm like, you know what? The titty stuff is a good idea, so let's just go full throttle and get the beat, make the song, and the video will be on its way. So and we also dissing cancer in the song.
That's real.
You feel me?
That's
So,
real.
Now, real talk. That's one of the reasons why it came about too, because we like, Mother F cancer. We
Yeah,
trying to get
that's
out.
love.
We want the titties back.
Yeah, that's love.
We just we're trying our best to lighten the mood of the situation, and we actually came to. It was Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and we was talking about the NFL players wearing pink, and one thing led to another, and then boom, titties came
I
out.
think that's really cool.
Yeah.
So you guys need to go make sure you check out Titties, stream it, comment, let him know what you think, share it, repost it.
Yes, indeed. I might start my titty TikTok challenge.
Nah,
Now I won't do it on TikTok. I'm gonna do it on Instagram or Twitter.
please,
Some
because I'm not on TikTok and it's really bad because I can't do it no way.
Yeah, I feel you. What it's not for, it's gonna be. I'm gonna have my certain people that's gonna promote this project or whatever. It's not like the silhouette challenge or whatever.
I can't do that either.
I did. Y'all go look at my silhouette challenge. We in P-Town mode. Our silhouette challenge so dope.
I can believe
I
it.
turned to Michael B. Jordan on mine.
Now, I know that you've been getting a lot of bookings. I know
Facts.
that you've been doing a lot of features for things.
Yes.
Shout out to International Joe. It just landed.
Yeah, I did some stuff for him too. You know what I'm saying? I link with the good. I link
It's
with
love.
the great. It's all good.
Love, y'all. Make sure y'all check all of the latest works out. Now, I'm just
Yep.
going to say this because I think the whole world at this point, or anyone that knows you, kind of knows you for this. But a whole out here, that's been like a Louisiana thing. But how did you kind of like take whole out here and capitalize off of it?
Well, it was a genuine situation. I get all my content from New Orleans.
Right.
So the whole, you a whole, is something that New Orleans people say a lot.
Right,
Like,
absolutely.
man, you a whole flunky.
Right.
Man, you a whole dummy. And I just said you a whole hoe.
Right.
It was off the head. I had did a stand-up joke about First 48 being in New Orleans before First 48 ever taped anything in New Orleans. That's how much ahead is
Ahead
the
of the
schedule.
situation.
So, because I knew that we was tweaking for that.
Absolutely.
I'm like, a New Orleans dude's gonna be proud to be
On there.
on the First 48. That's just the bad side of the culture. So I
Right.
made fun of it, making light, like a comedian's supposed to do.
Right.
And I just one day we just did the video, and then what happened not too long after that, First 48, 2-3 years later, started premiering in New Orleans, and one thing led to another, and it went viral. But it was so strong, I was so good on that video that people didn't know it was real. Shout out to Picture Pants Comedy and Dub Beats. He produced the video.
I think that's
And Mark
dope.
Caesar, man, it was dope. It was a great experience. I used to run with Picture Pants Comedy, and that video came from that era of comedy. That's when I first started, and I was just doing my part. So
I think that's really, really cool. Just to see you transition in the growth and elevation at this
Yeah,
point
yeah.
is really, really awesome. Now, I just want to kind of get into your head one more time. I know that you have a lot of fans at this point, a lot of people
Right.
that are rooting for you, people that are inspired by you. For any creative out there that is trying to figure out the best way to stay grounded in their crafts as they grow, what type of advice could you give just based off of some of the things that you've been through? Oh, you good,
I
see?
didn't pass gas. That
It
was the couch.
it's all this.
All right, I was drinking a ginger ale earlier, so all that's going out me. Don't worry about how people look at what you're doing.
Right.
That's probably the most important advice I can give the up-and-coming artists, not just comedians, rap artists, entrepreneurs, period.
Right.
You have to understand that you're not taking the easy route when it comes to doing something that nobody ain't trying to do. Well, it ain't the normal. When you decide to become an entrepreneur, you decide to do something that's not normal.
Right.
So what really stops us is that we worry about too much about how people gonna think about our situation instead of just
Absolutely.
focusing on it, believing in it wholeheartedly. That's another thing. You have to really believe in what you're doing. You have to believe in what you're doing so much, people gonna think you're crazy.
Right.
And that's cool. That's cool because everything we was taught to judge stuff by the title. So that's just the title.
Right.
Like I heard Oprah said, failure is just some stuff. It's just a thing that exists.
Absolutely.
That's just how it gotta go. You'll never have a good day. You'll never have a perfect day. And I think once you understand the basics of life, when you're going about your craft or your product or your business, you'll be well off. I'm not saying nothing bad is gonna happen. I'm saying you'll be well off so much you'll be able to understand the bad shit and be looking forward
And be at
to
peace
it.
with it.
And be in peace with it.
Right.
Understand that's what it is.
Right.
And that comes from the root of not worrying about what people think about you.
Absolutely.
I never did. Even when I didn't have a name, when I didn't have fans, when I didn't have money, even when it gets to sometimes to that point, because when you get to the next level, you still start from the bottom
Right.
again. So I just
Absolutely.
keep breaking the barriers and keep going, man, and I just stay focused on what you're doing. Like believe in yourself, focus on what you're doing, and dissect. Like dissect. Get in depth about what you're doing. Do your research. Study other things than the actual skill.
Right.
Study the mental part, the psychological part. Because it's a smart man's world.
Absolutely.
That's about it.
Absolutely. And he was talking to you. When you head go down, he was talking to you. Yeah, he was talking to you. Play that back and watch it again, because he was definitely, see?
I'm talking
to you.
talking to you.
I needed that, so I know you needed that.
I be needing myself sometimes. I'm my biggest fan.
Right, absolutely.
So-
And you have to be your toughest critic at the same time.
Of course, don't lie to yourself.
Right.
Even when you do lie to yourself,
Be
take
honest about
responsibility
it.
for it. You know
Be
what I'm saying?
accountable for that.
Just be accountable for that. But like, if you don't lie to yourself, then you'll be fine too. Because when you taking advice from people that's lying to themselves, it's like a double L.
Right.
But if you're not lying to yourself and you take some type of dive, then you can learn from it. It's gonna be a different thing. It'll be a lesson instead of a loss. But if you lie to yourself, you listen to somebody else, you're taking a double L.
Right,
You lie to yourself and they don't know nothing about your situation.
Absolutely.
You just gotta be realistic about the situation. Have faith, but be realistic. You know what I'm saying?
These are gems. He's dropping literal gems for you guys, like real talk.
So that's it. That's
You're
my
such
promise.
a positive person.
I try hard.
No, real talk. Like in the embodiment of our conversation and the time that we've been able to sit down and vibe, like just a really, really genuine guy, you guys, like a really positive person, real talk. So I know
Appreciate
that you have a strong support system somewhere.
Yeah, I do.
I know he be talking about Bay, so I know Bay in the mix. But
Yeah.
who are your biggest supporters right now? Who's making sure that Mario the comic stays together so when he steps out on that stage in front of that camera, we get the best version of him?
B.
That's Bay.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
I knew
B.
I liked her when she came in.
Yeah,
I knew it. I felt it.
My kids, my 12-year-old daughter,
That's love.
she's always checking up on me with my stuff. Like she don't call me before I go on stage, nothing like that. But she would always call me, ask me how the show going, or do I have promos to do today? You know, that type of conversation.
That's
so
nice.
I know that, like, I know for sure she
paying attention.
Yeah, she paying attention. But man, shout out to my homie Eastside Kid, Furl Promotions, and Ricky the God. Those are some guys that's and Gigi Shawty, good gang. Those and that's on my first hand.
I got you.
That's probably about 4 people, you know, because I don't want to be ungrateful, because those guys prioritize me any way they can. And P-Town Mo, shout out to P-Town Mo.
That's love.
You feel me?
Just
That's about it. That's really about it.
I mean, that's enough. Most
That's
people
it.
can't genuinely say that without going
And my
through
dog
family.
Jay Austin. I'm sorry, Jay Austin. Shout out to Jay Austin. Yeah, that's it. That's it. And the fans, man, the fans. Shout out to my fans, my followers. They keep me grounded.
Right.
You know, so.
So shout out to y'all. We appreciate you for doing and being who you are, because we couldn't have him in the situation he's in without you guys.
Without y'all.
Now, is there anybody else you want to shout out or show love to, or anything that we haven't talked about? Because like I said, you're so busy.
Shout out to God.
Movies.
I shout out to God. That's but everything else is just like a part of the territory. I'm working hard every day. I'm trying hard. I don't have it all figured out. I'm just going through the emotions, you know, dealing with that, and you know, we're gonna get what we need to get at. I'm just focused on the purpose and the legacy.
You
So that's
represent
good.
yourself very well. You represent the boot well. You doing your
Shout
thing.
out to the boot, man. The whole boot. Shout out to
doing
all
your
the
thing.
prisons in the boot. You heard me? Hunts, Angola, Angel, Louisiana. You heard me? All the camps. You heard me? Free the gang. I just had to get my rap on.
Hey,
Shout out
you
to my
good.
brother.
You good. Do your thing.
You feel me?
Transition.
Nah.
Transition. Do your thing.
I went straight to NBA Youngboy right quick.
Look,
On the gang, man.
Before I get you out of here, because I know Bay is like, we got to go. We got somewhere else
No,
to be.
she all right. She all right. She
We gonna
good.
play
She
a
with me.
little game.
She with me today.
That's love.
Chill out.
See? She good. You just let me know. But I'm
It's
about
all
to steal
good.
him for a second. We're going to play a game called Word Association.
Word association.
I am going to come up with people, places, things, random stuff that applies to you, stuff that may not. You're going to give me the first word or phrase that comes through your mind in about 3 seconds.
All right.
You want to play?
Let's go.
You
Let's
look
go, let's
nervous.
I am.
Don't be nervous. Don't be nervous. You ready?
Let's go.
Jet Life.
Goats.
NBA Youngboy.
Baby goat.
First 48.
Comedy goat.
Cardi B Up.
Thief.
Danny Lee Yellowbone. Is it Yellowbone?
I don't even think she black.
Jambalaya.
It's not edible.
Stand Up.
Mario the goat.
Comedy Goons.
Future $1 million, multi-million dollar brand.
Southern University.
Human jukebox. Lord have mercy. I'm sorry. I should know.
House of Blues.
I don't like to go there.
Master P. Megan Thee Stallion.
God damn, bruh.
TheAntidote.com.
I'm fucking with y'all. I shouldn't have said it like that. I'm sorry. It's all love. It's all love. It's all love.
Corn.
And rice and sausage.
FNB.
Will.
I'll take that. I'll take that.
That was good, huh? Oh, that was cold, huh? That was cold.
New Orleans.
I just had to.
You good. I like that. That's a phrase. New Orleans.
Louisiana.
This Ville life attire
I'm saying
you
it
got
wrong.
on.
I said phrase. I said the city. New Orleans. Say it again. I'm sorry.
Okay, we're gonna play it back.
Yeah.
New Orleans.
King cake.
This Ville life attire you got on.
Fresh.
I like this. Like, I ain't even get one of these.
I know.
You know what? We're going to drop one more, and then we getting out of here, because I feel
Did
great.
I answer the phrase right? You think
You
we should
did.
do that again?
Hey, I'm about
All
to
right.
do this. You ready?
All right.
You ready? This the last one.
All right, here we go.
You ready? Mario the comic.
Wowzers.
You guys, we have had a blast kicking the real today,
I like
Mario.
that.
We appreciate you so
Thank
much
you.
for
Thank
coming
you.
in.
Thank you.
You guys, again, make sure you tune in, like, subscribe, and follow. You can find us on your Roku, Fire Stick, Apple TV, on your mobile app, as well as on your YouTube channel. Mario is not going to be playing with you guys come 2021. It's big things in the works, and we cannot wait to see what you accomplish.
I'm already the winner of 2021.
Hello.
I'm already the winner of 2021. But like she said though, man, shout out to Antidote. Thank y'all so much for having me.
No
It
problem
was a
at all.
fun show, great interview. Like, no cap and gown, no cappuccino.
Gotcha.
This was awesome experience. And again, like and subscribe and comment to that YouTube page. You feel me? You'll find me on there. My information. Don't need to talk about me. Y'all follow Antidote.
Y'all make sure y'all follow. It's your girl Tubbi, and again, it's been an awesome episode. We'll see you next time on Kickin
Sound
The
like you used to get
Real.
a lot of trouble.
Where I
Tubbi!
all the time.
Tubbi! God damn it!